Hi everybody, my name is Eric and we're here back at with the Carry Community Webinar Live. Today we have the 11th of November 2020, and after a very roaring year, I'm very happy and very honored to welcome Sander Barens, CCO from Expereo, live to us from the Netherlands. So hi Sander, how are you doing?
Hey Eric, good morning. Doing really well, thanks.
Okay, good to have you. Sander, just to, as we say in the Netherlands, to bump with the door into the room. How does the new market situation and fast digital transformation impact your business? And what are the challenges and opportunities to meet?
Well, it has been a very interesting year. With the pandemic starting at the beginning of the year, we saw that the impact on our first quarter was still limited. Because that was kind of the movement for business decisions that were being made already late 2019. But as of Q2 and also Q3, we've seen that especially the enterprise market, but also the governments, they started to delay decisions. Throughout the pickup of Q3, we saw something very interesting happening. That the whole digital transformation, at least the planning towards it, we saw an acceleration there. So the new RFPs and the new requests that were coming in were really all tailored around the digital transformation, the adoption of cloud services, software defined in the overlay as the security layer. But decision making is still being delayed. I think the markets are still waiting to understand what's really going to happen, even though over the weekend there was a lot of very good news with a potential vaccine that might hit the market soon. So we see that the overall positive attitude is definitely there, but we expect that it will take until late Q1, Q2 next year when decision making will start to come back to a kind of a normal pace.
Okay, yeah, I think I absolutely do agree with you. So did you also see some, let's say, some new business models, because and what are the new business models in place to meet the current and future customer demand to deliver the service? What do you see? Do you see some changes in there?
Well, we saw some innovation and creativity, some new partnerships that were being put together as the market was changing. If you think with a lot, most of the people working from home, especially here in Europe and especially here in the Netherlands,
yeah,
the role that an office plays became very little. But also the way that how do you get your products to the consumers? With the shops closed, the restaurants closed. So we saw some new partnerships in Eastern Europe. We had a nice example of a supermarket chain that worked together with a taxi firm in order to get the deliveries out because they didn't have enough delivery trucks.
Creative, very creative.
Absolutely, very creative. But that also triggers that, yeah, you need to be able to communicate with each other. How do the taxi drivers know when there is a pickup to be made from the warehouse and to what address to bring? So this quickly accelerates then the need for connectivity, the need for applications, and naturally you will choose to do this in the cloud. To start developing this on-prem simply takes way too long. So you try to get almost off-the-shelf kind of solutions tailored to your own needs and then get it out there. And this is possible today, and that is pretty amazing, I think. So we've seen some of those developments. We also saw that the use of the internet, while we're using it today on our call today, really increased. So a lot of those hubs in the internet needed a lot more bandwidth, needed a lot higher availabilities in order to support suddenly all of those home workers using VPNs, cloud services in order to continue working on the day-to-day activities. So we've seen a kind of a mixed bag of how customers responded to it, how enterprises were innovating themselves in order to continue their business. But I also think it depends really on where you are. If you are in hospitality, if you are in the airline industry, clearly you're struggling with finding alternative solutions on how to continue to business. But restaurants, bars, a lot of towards home delivery, but a lot of cloud-based services, yeah, we saw a big rise in activity there. Absolutely.
Okay. So please tell us about the new platforms that your company have in place to manage the whole, let's say, transition and the digital transformation, and managing the virtualization of your business.
Well, when you really want to start adopting this, and especially in a time like this, you really have to continue to focus on your business. While you see the need for the digital transformation, you need to really be disruptive in how you approach this, otherwise you will be behind the ball. You also don't have the time and the resources and the knowledge to do that all yourself. So you're going to be looking for a partner like Expereo to really help you there. So to get all of your cloud applications, get that high availability in there, get that high user experience in there, we have a service that we call the Accelerated Cloud Access. This is a cloud acceleration service that enables to find the best performing path across the public internet from the cloud applications to the users. And that really has a big impact on the availability of that application, but also on the user, the look and feel of that application when you work from home. So you really minimize the dependency of that local ISP, which you can't control, because everybody is working from home on their consumer broadband services that has some sort of quality, but it was never meant to be used daily for your business application. So how can we help you to get that performance back up there? That's very important. We have teams around the world to help with that digital transformation. So it's a true business process outsourcement deal. Once we help you to get there, and this is the beauty of that software-defined solution, we usually go in a hybrid scenario, whereby we start to slowly introduce the internet backbone on the locations to already have the local breakout for all the cloud applications. And then we can bring the hubs onto the software-defined platform, and then side by side start integrating those locations that need to go into the SD-WAN platform into SD-WAN. And we can run this in a hybrid scenario. So the impact to the business is therefore truly minimized, because those applications that are running through your legacy network solutions will continue to work as such, and almost application by application base, we can migrate those over per location. So it's a very nice integration model, and that's all possible because we can design almost a solution per site. And if we see that certain solutions are similar from site to site through the orchestration layers that we have, we can make sure that that is easily deployed to each new site that comes into the network.
Well, it's nice to know that it's that you do it, let's say, not too, but slowly but surely. But still, I think still enough work to do, because you're in more than 190 countries around the world. So I still can imagine that it's still for the operation quite some work to be done. Now, Sander, we read a lot about Expereo in the papers, even a couple of days ago in the Dutch financial newspaper from your CEO, Erwin. What we see is that you are quite aggressively to the market and with a vision and a strategy in place. We saw you did already 2, let's say, takeovers, real M&A, big shots, ComSafe and Global Telecom, if I'm not mistaken. So maybe you can elaborate a little bit on this one, because that's a transition as well. But and then on top of that, maybe because not everybody read the article from Erwin, from your CEO, but what is your company focus in the coming years and more investment plans to come? So
yeah, despite the challenges that this year was bringing to the global market, we didn't get off track of our vision and our business plan that we're working towards. As Expereo, we were already known as the world leader to provide internet-centric network solutions with our cloud acceleration and software-defined on top of that. The acquisition that we did earlier in the year from ComSafe was to frog leap ourselves on our digital automation as Expereo. We are putting together so many different buying solutions across those 190 countries that you mentioned earlier, that we truly need automation in order to get that quality out there and get that scalable. Sure. And this is where ComSafe was a wonderful addition to Expereo's existing capabilities. And so primarily towards the APIs with all of our suppliers around the world. We've already seen really great successes, even though the acquisition is only months old, where we've been able to bring on countries, suppliers onto this API platform, reducing the lead time to quote from weeks sometimes down to minutes. And that has a major impact on the customer experience, has a major impact on our ability to understand what's available so that we can give the right advice for the type of solutions that you need. So we're very happy with that one. And that really underpins also our vision of being that disruptive e-commerce platform in a hyper-connected world where our customers can quickly self-service themselves for connectivity, Cloud Connect, SD-WAN, regardless of the country where they need that. Now, in order to do that, our data and our data quality needs to be very high, and this is where Comsec really fits in. Now, also very exciting is indeed the most recent acquisition of the company called Global Internet.
Which was actually last month, officially, correct?
That's right. Yeah. It's only 2 weeks old. So at the end of October, it was finalized. So we now start that process of integration. And the excitement part here is that there's an overlap in terms of customers and also in suppliers, that this really helps towards the scalability of Expereo. For us to be able to provide that best market solution against the best market price and add that automation so that information becomes quickly available for our customers, we need to scale the business. We need to create more volume in order to get us there, and also to be able to continue to play that important role that we have to all of our customers.
With the necessary power you have.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And what about the future? Any ideas?
Well, we are a managed service provider. So where you see that Expereo is very strong in providing the connectivity layers, and we've got quite a few customers on our global SD-WAN as well. We see that on the SD-WAN, we would like to do even more. So we'll continue to work towards that vision of the e-commerce platform where our customers can self-service across the entire portfolio. So not just connectivity, but also the different SD-WAN solutions that we support. We have multiple technologies today, but in our Expereo.1, as a customer of Expereo, you don't have to train yourself on all the different orchestration layers or all the different portals of those technology vendors. Now, you have one interface, which is Expereo.1, where you have a total from self-service quote to order. You can see all the analytics across your entire estate. You have a full inventory management there, and full self-service on the support side. So your entire journey is supported by that platform, which we also make available through APIs. So depending on how customers want to consume the data, how they want to manage the interface with Expereo, we're really ready for it. We're going to have to continue to work continuously working on improving that. But yeah, the platform is there, the customer experience we're working on very hard. We start to measure the customer satisfaction and the net promoter scores as well, because it's important to listen to the voice of the customer. Are we doing the right thing, and if we are, can we do it even better? And so listening to our customers is key. So that's also something that we're investing heavily in.
Okay, Sander, thank you so much, and I'm really proud and honored to have you today at the Care Community Webinar.Live interview. So I wish you all the best of luck with Expereo, and thank you again for being on this interview with me. And for you all out there, I hope you found this really interesting. And if you want to get in contact with Sander, go there. Otherwise, www.expereo.com, and you can reach them, and they will pick up the phone immediately for you. So for everybody, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned, because we will have more of these Webinar.Live interviews coming up. And again, Sander, thank you very much. Everybody enjoy a fantastic day, and ciao for now, and see you next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much, Harry. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.